everybody, welcome to another Moarhammer battle report. This is the second in the series of hobby Ming-vitational games I'm doing. This game was against a Dwarf Slayer cult army, which is really cool to see. Really pretty army, you can see it in the picture at the start of this report. Really, real joy to play this game, absolutely bloody battle, so sit back, relax, and let me guide you through this bloodbath. Here's my list, same as the last one. Got Allgot's Demon Spew, Bastard King, Great Brace Arm, the Swarmbringer, NURGLE, level 4 Lord of the Wild, Jagged Dagger, Brass Cleaver, Talisman of Endurance, and Uncanny Senses. Then we've got Herald of NURGLE, Octopus Prime, it's level 1 Lore of NURGLE, Greater Locus of Fecundity, Palanquin of NURGLE, Greater Gift, which is the Bale Sword. They had 19 Chaos Warriors, the Legion, Mark of NURGLE, Shields, Full Command, Gleaming Pennant, 28 Plague Bearers of NURGLE, Plus Tide with Full Command, 10 Gore, Bloat Goats with additional hammer weapons to Mark of NURGLE, another unit of 10 Ungor, Ramrot with Mark of NURGLE Musician, another unit of 10 Ungor with the Rust Herd with Mark of NURGLE, 3 Beasts of NURGLE, the Slobber Gobblers, 5 Chaos Furies, the Pox Pixies, Gorby's Chariot, the Plague Plough, and 3 Plague Bearers of NURGLE, Humbugs with a Standard Bearer. This was his list, and he's actually got names on it. Yay! I love seeing someone else names their army. There's a Demon Slayer, Rorgar, Master Rune of Swiftness, the Rune of Grudge, and the Rune of Might. Another Demon Slayer, Matos, Master Rune of Flight, Rune of Fury, and Rune of Might. And that rhymes, I've just noticed that. Dwarf Lord, Marcus Flagon Pounder. What a great name. He was the general. In a great weapon, the Shield Bears, Rune of Fortitude, Rune of Preservation, Rune of Stone, and 3 Runes of Warding. I know I said Shield Bears, you know my feelings about Shield Bears. Then we've got Runesmith, Rocco Cragbeard, the Shield, Rune of Stone, and Rune of Spellbreaking. Then Runesmith, Jim Granite Back, with a Shield, Rune of Stone, Master Rune of Passage, and the Rune of Spellbreaking. Then a Thane, Morgran, the Battle Standard Bearer of Karak Hearn, with a Battle Standard Bearer, Master Rune of Grungni, 2 Runes of Battle, and a Great Weapon. Then a Thane, Orphe Bedger, Shield, Firing of Thori, Rune of Might, and Rune of Stone. He had 25 Longbeards, Full Command, Great Weapons and Shields, and the Rune of Stoicism on the banner. He had 15 Quarrelers with Great Weapons, 31 Slayers with a Giant Slayer and a Musician. He had a Grudge Thrower with a Rune of Accuracy and 2 Runes of Penetrating, and a Grudge Thrower with a Rune of Accuracy and 2 Runes of Burning. I think that might just be 1 Rune of Burning. I don't know. I don't know, Dwarves. So we go over to here. This is a picture of deployments, and we're playing a meeting engagement deployment here. So we roll dice for each of our units, and on a 1 they don't turn up. I rolled it for all mine, and my warriors don't turn up. So my Great British Army has no bunker to go in. Fortunately, one of the mission special rules was that both of his grudge throwers start off the board, which is awesome. So that gives my Great British Army a chance to get into his bunker before he gets splattered by a rock. He also rolled a 1 for his Quarrelers, 1 of his Demon Slayers, and 1 of his Runesmiths. So that was awesome. He rolled way more ones than I did. The basic mission here, so my mission was to keep Allgot's Demon Spew alive. He just had to survive the game, and that would win me the hobby points for this scenario. And I just kind of assumed this from questions he asked. Like, how many wounds does he have? That his mission was kill Allgot's Demon Spew, and yeah, so that was his mission. So I deploy on this. We're pretty close together. We both want to get a good fight going, so that's pretty awesome. I get first turn. On I roll. Here, my warriors come on. Great British Army joins up. I end up not charging because I wanted to get some reliable combo charges off. I didn't want to just throw myself in 1 at a time. I wanted to make sure I could kill the Slayers as quickly as possible. In Magic, I get Vile Tide off on the Slayers. I end up killing 3 or 4 of them. It's no big deal, but if I can ever give Slayers ignominious deaths, I'm happy. I also cast Bestial Surge on my warriors to get them up the board a little bit faster. Then we go over to his turn. So on the top left there, his 2 Grudge Throwers, his Quarrelers, and then my unit of Ungor, I forgot to mention they came on last turn, are on there. His Demon Slayer, one of his Demon Slayers also comes on. He charged my Gore Beast with his long beards. They could just see. I didn't quite see that they would have been able to see and charge. And I was thinking, no, there's no way. If he charges that, he's going to wipe out the Gore Beast chariot, no problem, overrun past where I want him to be. I won't be able to hit him or anything, so that was not where I wanted them. So I decided to flee from that. And I fled far enough to just clip the edge of that lake. And yeah, I roll a 1, and then I roll a 6. So he takes 6 wounds and just smashes apart crushes into the frozen lake. So yeah, lesson be learned. Don't ride a really, really heavy Gore Beast chariot over a frozen lake. Yeah, I won't make that mistake again. Then we go to my turn, and I do a bunch of charges. I charge my Plague Bearers into the Demon Slayers. Orgots goes in as well. My Beast and NURGLE go in as well, and both units of my Beastmen try to make it in as well. Every single one fails, which is fine, as long as all of them fail. That's actually not too much of an issue. Just to counter that, I moved my Furies up so he didn't have too much of an easy time getting hold of anything. With the Demon Slayer, then I could do another combo charge next turn. And then my Ungor at the top there just turn to face his Quarrelers, just to keep him busy for a while. They weren't going to do any real damage, so that's fine. Then we go to his turn, and he charges Plague Bearers with the Longbeards and the Furies with the Demon Slayers. He also turns his Quarrelers to face the Ungor. In his shooting phase, he ends up miscasting, or not miscasting, he misfires with one of his Grudge Throwers, aiming at Orgots. But it's no big deal, he just rolls a 6, I think. The other one scatters off. In combat, he's easily able to kill the Furies. I don't think I kill any back. And then he overruns and he does manage to clip Orgots, but that's fine. In this combat over here, I was actually really confident here. I just needed to tie them up for long enough to kill those Slayers. Then I would just hit this unit from in the side with Orgots and the Beasts or whatever I could. I end up with a challenge with this Dwarf Lord and with my Herald. I was confident there. I had basically the same matchup a couple of games ago against Dwarfs, and my Herald came out of that pretty easily, pretty comfortably, winning that. Got my D3 Wound Sword. It's poisoned. Just need to get through his save and his ward, and I'll win this combat. So the challenge doesn't go anywhere. I roll really well. He just makes all his saves, unfortunately. He does 2 wounds back to Plague Bearers. That's fine. He uses the Fire Ring of Thori to do this, so he gets rid of my regen as well. Just for this phrase, but that's fine. He doesn't get any other wounds through though, so that's fortunate. And this is where I realise something really, really, really bad. So he's got 3 ranks. He's got a Standard. He's got a BSB, which has 2 runes of battle, so that's +2 to combat res. And he's got a charge here, and he's got 2 wounds to my nothing. So he wins, with my just 3 ranks Standard, he wins combat by 6 and 6 crumble. This is when I realised he has a static combat res of like 6 or 7 or something, which is absolutely brutal. He's got a Thane in the front rank, he's got his unit champion, and he's got a Runesmith in the front rank and in his Lord. They've all got really good arm saves. It's going to be really tough to get wins through. This pleader of Plague Bearers, I realise here, is in big, big trouble. I need to get them out of this as soon as possible. That being said, we go into my turn over here, and I throw some charges in. I put Orgots is in the Demon Slayers. I charge my Beast into the side. I try to get my Ungor into the rear. I didn't notice that my Plague Bearers were in the flank of the Demon Slayers, unfortunately, so I'd end up just flying them straight over and putting them into the side of the Longbeards. They're in a kind of a weird formation there. That's because I couldn't quite fit them, all 3 of them in contact. There's a better picture demonstrated later on. I also do something a bit risky. I charge my Great Brace Armament out of the unit of warriors into the Demon Slayers. Into the Slayers, sorry. The reason I did this, I couldn't wheel past Orgots with them. They were in a crap position. And I was panicking from that Plague Bearer combat. I just needed these guys dead. I was going to charge them with my Great Brace Shaman, cast Mantle of Gorok, hopefully get a whole bunch of attacks, and just kill swathes of them. If Orgots can kill swathes as well, the Beasts can do the same. Hopefully I can kill these guys in 1 or 2 rounds of combat. And then at the top corner, my Ungor charged the Quarrelers, because why not? So here's a bit of a picture of this massive clusterfuck of combats going on. In my magic phase, I roll a 6, which is NURGLE's Rot, and because NURGLE likes all the charges that just happened, he decides to kill a grudge thrower. I get like 6 hits on it and roll 3 6s, so it dies. That's awesome. In the magic phase, I get Mantle of Gorok off on my Bray Shaman. That's cool. Then over here, we go to the combat over here, and it goes just about as well as you think. I think I kill one. Yay! But he kills like 3 back with his 2 ranks standard. Sorry, just 2 ranks, 3 wounds to my 1 wound and charge. I break and I flee. But I do get away, fortunately, so that's nice. So they're just sitting there doing nothing. This combat over here, it doesn't go very well again. He puts a wound on my Herald. I get a wound on him. I don't do anything to him. My Plague Drones fluff their attack quite badly. I think they kill a couple, maybe 2 or 3 Dwarves die. My Plague Bearers don't do anything. I end up losing combat. Fortunately, because I got a charge and a flank, I end up losing by 3. So a whole Plague Drone pops and 3 Plague Bearers die, but I'm slowing it down, but it's not good. I need these Plague Drones to do some serious work. And then we go to this combat. I get +3 strength, +1 attack. Kind of the wrong way around. I would rather that more attacks, but meh, oh well. So we go into the challenge first of all. His Demon Slayer. His challenge is Demon Slayer Sleps. He puts 3 wounds on me because he's got the ASF sword, or the ASF rune. But I just murder him back. That's fine. How brutal was this combat? God damn. I do lose my Bray Shaman, and because the reason this is I totally forgot about that Death Strike rule they have. If you kill them, they get their attack. So with my Bray Shaman's 6 attacks, I do roll quite well. I think he actually kills sort of 4 or 5 himself. They all get great weapon attacks back at me. So, it was really brutal. I lose 2 wounds there. And when he comes to doing his normal attacks, he slips the last one through. My beasts do another bunch of wounds. I do lose a whole beast back. I think that's quite unfortunate. But hey-ho, whatever. But I kill a whole bunch of them. They're dying fast. That's all I need them to do. And at least I haven't lost any magic defense. It's only my offense that's taken the hit, really. So we go over to here, and his quarrelers kind of just move around a little bit. His grudge thrower can only see my Ungor, so he takes a shot at my Ungor, and it scatters onto my Gore, killing 1. That's all he really needed to break the rank. So if they make it into the side of anything, they're not going to disrupt. So we go into combat. Over here, I issue a challenge. He accepts with his Giant Slayer and gets murdered. My beasts kill a couple more. There's a couple more wounds, but they do stick it out. They don't all die. Over here, these goddamn dwarves, so tough. He puts another wound on my Herald. I do nothing back. I don't do any wounds to him. No, actually, no, that's not true. I think I killed 1 or 2. But then with all his combat res, both my Plague Drones die. A whole bunch of my Plague Bearers die, and they're running out of time fast. So we go into my turn, and this is just I missed the picture on of the battlefield. This is just the magic phase. Tzeentch comes down and blows off 2 quarrelers, which is awesome. We go into combat, so I've barely got any magic left, and I managed to kill the rest of the whatchamacallums, Slayers, and I reform around like this. That's pretty awesome. Quite happy about that. And this combat, I do manage to get a wound through on his Runesmith, I believe it was. I don't kill anything else, and I'm down to the last 4 Plague Bearers plus Herald. So they've got 1 wound. They've got 1 turn left now in them, unless they do something really spectacular. So go over here to his turn. Stuff kind of shuffles around a bit. His quarrelers shoot at my Ungor and plink 1 off. Again, breaking their ability to disrupt. His grudge throwers fire at Orgots. It's the first time he doesn't misfire and he hits. And I make my ward save. That was fun. Those grudge throwers are not very begrudging of me. And we go into combat and it goes just about as well as you think. I don't do any more wounds. I don't think he does any back to me, but combat res is enough. I've only got 6 wounds sitting there. He's able to just blow me up. And he reforms like this. But there's to face Orgots, so I'm looking forward to getting in there. At this point I was a bit sort of hesitant as if I was just sending Orgots. I know that he's tough, he's hard, he's got good combat res, and the objective of the game is to keep him alive. I end up saying, screw it, I'm not sitting, he's Orgot's Demon Spew, he would not sit out of this fight. So he charges forward with the warriors and with one of the units of Beastmen, the Gaul. So we've got a pretty good shot on them there. Something else here kills another bunch of Quarrelers. They're having really bad luck from the Reign of the Chaos. So we go into combat here. I only managed to put 1 wound on his general. I just challenge he accepts his general. So even with my 9 strength 8 attacks and my D6 strength 6 thunderstomps, I only do a single wound to him. It was really, really bad. He was making his saves like he was going out of style. I think I did like 4 wounds to him. He made 3 6-up saves. And he puts 2 wounds on me, so he's doing pretty well there. The rest of the combat goes downhill. I think I lose 2 Gaul, 3 warriors, including my champion. And so, I think I do a wound to his Thane. So I wounded the Runesmith earlier. This is his Thane I wounded. So there's that. Unfortunately, I lose combat by quite a lot, and none of my units are steadfast. So they're all leadership. I think I lose by 6. They're all leadership 9 down to 3. My Gaul, they fail, they flee. My warriors, they fail, they flee, and Orgots, he passes his leadership test. Yes, go Orgots. So now that he's angry. So this is how they flee. And we go to his turn. His Demon Slayer at the top there, and his Quarrelers charge my Ungor. And that's fine. And then we go pretty much straight into combat. There's nothing else to happen. This is brutal. He wins combat against the Ungor, obviously, of course he does. He breaks them, he runs them down, and the overrun manages to hit the Gore, and because they're fleeing, they just die. They don't stand a chance. Sounds a bit sad. And over here, I'm sorry, I didn't get a picture earlier than this because my heart broke. I ended up only doing another single wound to his Lord. He makes all his armor and ward saves again, apart from 1. So I'm on. He doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything to me, but I lose combat by a lot. I fail my break check. I flee, and he catches me, and Orgots dies. So right there, he's won the game. I lose the game, and he slams into the side of my beasts. And yeah, so sorry I forgot to take a picture, but I died a little on the side there. I don't like it when Orgots dies. This might be the first time he's actually died. Now that I come to think about it. Anyway, so go to my turn with the beasts, and the warriors do rally, fortunately. But there's nothing I do about this combat. I don't do a single wound to him, and he doesn't even attack. We just say, well, I'm dead on combat res right there. So they just pop, and then he charges my unit of warriors in his turn. And that goes just about as well as you expect. I do manage to get the last wound through on his Thane. So that's quite fun. Kill his Thane off, which is nice. But he wins combat easily. He only does like 2 wounds. But it's enough to break them. They flee. But they don't run off the board edge. And there you have it. There's the end of the game. So quite a crushing defeat for me there. really, really brutal game. That block of dwarves with those runes of battle on the standard and the unkillable tank lord and the 1-up armor guys at the front was absolutely brutal. I didn't know what to do. So yeah, very, very well played by my opponent. Really enjoyed this game. And so I look at this back at this game while doing this report, and I think I'm not sure there are any seriously big mistakes that I made. Not mistakes. That being said, my opponent just absolutely outplayed me. No doubt about that. This really separates the men from the boys. He just thoroughly outplayed me. No questions about that. So it was a very, very good schooling. I learned a lot from this game. So really enjoyed it. So there you go. Defeat for Legions of NURGLE. Victory points wise, it was I got 1,072 victory points and he got 2,392 off me. So quite a big difference there. It was that big block of angry dwarves had so many points riding in it. So it was brutal. So very good learning experience for me there. Really happy with the game. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, there you go. Game 2 of the Hobby Ming-vitationals. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any feedback or would like to say something, please feel free to leave a comment and subscribe to my channel or like the video. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter @MoreWarGames. And thanks very much for watching. Cheers. See ya.